when do we want it?
Now!
And when do we want it?
Now!
And when do we want it?
Now!
So what do we want?
Land back!
No justice, no peace.
No racist police!
No justice, no peace.
No racist police!
Said 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 no justice, no peace.
No
bloody genocide.
No bloody genocide!
No bloody genocide.
Give them a round of applause for their little children!
One of you, and I reckon there's 100,000 here today. But I've been told 1.5 million. The media can do with that what they will.
Always hates that. Yeah.
Alright, for those who don't know me, my name's Celeste Little. I'm an Arundel woman. I am proud to be here on the lands of the Wurundjeri people. And to kick off this section of the rally, I'd like to welcome to the microphone Uncle Bill Nicholson.
Attitude that this country was built on, because I'm sick and tired of feeling it and hearing it all the time. Invasion Day, the day of mourning. Our ancestors back on Gadigal country got together to show this country there is a different perspective of what January 26 actually means, that people that have lived here, not just for 200 years, but for tens and tens of thousands of years. So I'd like to show my acknowledgement and appreciation to all the elders and community who stood up way back in 1938, because this ain't a new protest, this is one of the oldest social protests in the world. We mourn because they celebrate. They celebrate because they're either ignorant or choose to be ignorant. The basis of racism is fear and ignorance. So the ones that choose to be ignorant, they will always be fearful, and they're the ones that will continue racism. And that's what we have to fight.
Yeah.
Mourning, unfortunately, is something our community always has to do. Recently in the Wurundjeri community, we've lost some very important young men, both in our blood and extended family. We lost Auntie Vicky, who was an amazing, staunch mentor to me and others. And I'd just like to pay my respects to them and all the other people that have fallen in the fight for our land, our community, our equality and our rights. type of sick nation celebrates the pain of their other countrymen. What small-minded, weak, disgusting still promote racism and is still allowed to and get away with it? When the mob who receive it are the most incarcerated. Shame! The trillions of dollars earned off stolen land, the original people who looked after this land continue to be the poorest and disadvantaged, and that is a shame as well. I congratulate the Europe Truth-Telling Commission for bringing the truth to what they call Victoria. And I was just talking to Travis earlier, he's going to take it to the country, to Albanese and Canberra. So all power to Travis. And if anyone can support him on his walk, do it. Because this is one of the most important things we have to do to get truth all around this country. Because all our mobs have got stories to tell and all our mobs need to heal. And the rest of this country has to hear their local perspectives of the stories of the land that they live on and benefit from the mob, from the people of that land. Just to our mob, stand staunch in your ancestors' spirit. That's one thing we have that many Australians don't. A lot of Australia as a country, I do a lot of training and talk to a lot of our white fellas, and one of the questions that says them quiet is, what is Australian culture? They don't know. They're trying to find it. I always say to them, well, if you don't know, you've got one of the oldest living cultures on the planet living amongst you. Don't disrespect it. Learn from it. Connect with it. Join with it. Don't be in fear. Don't be in fear of your family or friends. Do what you know is right. For the non-Indigenous mob, speak up for change. We need support from you fellas so we can heal both ourselves and our land together. Help us eradicate racial discrimination, yes, but discrimination of all sorts. This country was born on discrimination. It didn't teach it in the education system. We're trying to change that, and we're trying to change it as quick as possible. But let's eradicate all forms of discrimination. Our culture doesn't even have a word for discrimination. We're very inclusive and we look after each other. That's one main message to everybody. Thanks for showing your understanding. Eradicate this nation's celebration of genocide and racism. Let's create a time that this diverse people, now called Australia, you know, we've nearly got the whole world represented on Aboriginal land these days. You know, there's two ways we can go. Be in fear and divide, and all sorts of problems come from that. Or get excited about learning something new. Get to know a culture, get to know a person that you haven't known before. And bring it all together. To the elders, continue standing staunch in humility, integrity and strength, because that leadership aspect has been part, not our survival on this land, our ability to thrive on this land for tens and thousands of years with that very special leadership, or eldership as we call it today. So keep that going, our elders. This is our land and always will be. Bunjil's law is the law of this land. It was never ceded and never will. And non-Goshen, thank you for coming here, fellas. It gives us a lot of heart and spirit.
However, we've got to think of our future. So I'm here speaking of Female Victoria, which is Grandmothers Against Removal. It's sad that we have to exist. We were established in 2018 because our children are still being removed at a higher rate than non-Aboriginal children. We're the 3%. We are the village that rises the child. Because we don't, Female Victoria, do not closed. We'll have people coming and staying with us, using our couches, and that's just what we do.
Take our babies anymore, and we stand up for this treaty, and you fellas stand up with us now, and you bring more to the fight, more warriors, more soldiers we need for this war that we are still in. They don't want to make peace with us because they want to justify what they've been doing. Because it's shame!
Until 1988, Australians didn't really give a stuff about Australia Day. They never used to wrap themselves in flags and do all this crazy nationalistic shit. That's a product of 1988 and the great millions of dollars that Bob Hawke put into celebrating that particular day. So One Nation has now surpassed the Liberal Party in votes. This is a cautionary moment for all of us because we need to take notice of what's happening in other parts of the world. And I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. It's important that you keep your eyes on the malignant Mango Mussolini of Mar-a-Lago. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not taking enough notice of what's happening in the world. It's especially important for all you great non-Indigenous brothers and sisters who are here today supporting us. It's important that you know that these marches in Melbourne for the last 5 years have been the biggest marches of anywhere in Australia. And that says a lot. That says everything you need to know about this younger generation who organise it, but it also says a lot you need to know about the nature of this city. All Melbournians who are here should be very proud of themselves today. My final word should be that we all should take notice of that legendary Aboriginal philosopher, Mao Zedong, who said we must educate ourselves, then educate the people. Go out there and change Australia, folks. Thank you.
That are taking our children's birthrights. But guess what? They're taking all of yours as well. All of your children, all their fresh water, all their fresh air, all the sacred law that is an extension of who we are. As blackfellas, as the oldest living continuum on this planet. We are an extension of that. We are not separate from our sacred country. These governments and these mining companies make me so wild. And we've been fighting them for the last 10 years. Well, we've got to round out and we've got to tell the truth of the whole situation. Big ball, tum tum pa, maya pa, wangan nuchong, maya pa, wangan nuchong, nyamin, win permeaw, nyendo permeaw, nyiratich mereng permeaw, narkitong permeaw.